Hello, I'd like to talk to you today about the spirituality of bread. How bread, the symbol of bread, is a symbol of Jesus, of breaking bread together, sitting together at the table with Jesus at the head of the table or in the middle of the table, wherever your vision goes. I'd like to share a book with you, The Spirituality of Bread, by an author named Donna Sinclair. I found this book about 20 years ago, and never knowing that her book would take me to so many places, sharing it with so many people, just to have you just go through it, peruse it, and find her quotes that hopefully will speak to your heart like she's spoken to mine. How making bread affects the soul. And it's a soulful experience being aware of what you're doing. You're changing dough into bread that you'll share with loved ones, or you'll just share it by yourself. I'll share my favorite recipe for white bread. Now, you know there are various bread recipes out there. This is just a pretty simple one. It's found in an old booklet, Century 21. It was my mom's book, so that's very special for me. It's as if she's with me when I bake this bread, and something like that may happen for you. Somebody in your family may have passed down a recipe. You may find a recipe on social media. A neighbor may give you a bread recipe, and somehow bread connects all of us through Jesus. Jesus is at the base of our bread. I'd like to share a quote with you from Joyce Rupp. Trusting God means that we are ready and willing to be needed, to be open to the struggle and the pain that may come, to be transformed from a handful of dough into a living loaf of bread. Keyword living. How are we living? How are we living with God? How are we doing what He'd like us to do? How are we giving service to others? And maybe that service is baking bread for yourself, for your neighbor, for your church. The possibilities are endless. And selfishly, I'll talk about this white bread. It makes wonderful French toast that I love, or just plain toast and putting it with whatever you love for any meal. But it's something that you have made. You've begun with the yeast, with the water, with the flour, and you've helped it transform, just like Jesus helps to transform you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.